Where are we?
Burlington, Colorado.
Burlington, Colorado.
Oh.
Interesting fact. The elevation is only 100 feet less than the population.
Way to start out with a booming.
So the elevation is 4,100 and something, and the population is 4,200 and something.
Lukas Nelson and the Promise of the Real joining me on the line right now, on the road right now with the most interesting facts possible. Let me ask you this. We'll start here. Are you guys just newly back out on tour, or did that start a little while ago?
Yeah, we're this is the first big tour since the pandemic. We did a couple of, we dipped our toe in it earlier this summer to promote our new record, A Few Stars Apart. But, during most of 2020 was pretty much washed out. So we're really excited to be back on the road, doing it as safely as we possibly can. But, this is the first big one in a very long time. So we're all super stoked to be playing together again, to be in front of beautiful audiences again, and we are kind of we're about a quarter of the way through it, and it's going really well, and we're excited to turn towards the Midwest.
What's a show like with you guys? I mean, every concert is a little bit different, and there's always a different feel to it. When you go to a Lukas Nelson and the Promise of the Real, what are we getting ourselves into?
Well, we have an influence of all different styles of music, ranging from country to rock, blues, classical, reggae, funk. I mean, really, you name it, and we like it. And so I think we bring a universal message to our show, and we take our audience members on a journey. And there's a lot of peaks, and there's a lot of valleys, and there's every direction you can imagine. So, I would encourage everybody to come ready for a great concert that's going to take them on a journey.
Lukas Nelson and the guys on the line with me right now as they move through. Where did we say we're at? Burlington, Colorado?
We're in Burlington, Colorado.
Has there been a story from I've in some of the bands I've talked to when they get on the road and they've been on the road for a good chunk of time? There's usually a story or a running joke. Do you guys have that so far this trip, or
the running joke is each other?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try not to let that, repeatable.
Yeah, I don't know that we can. I don't know what the FCC will say about our. Most of the jokes that we have with each other are
inside jokes.
Inside jokes.
I get you.
Yeah, with respect.
But, I mean, there's always something funny happening and the good stories. There's a lot of characters you meet. A little less these days because, we're in this whole situation where if one of us tests positive, we have to cancel 10 days of shows, so, or more. So we have to, be kind of, isolated, which sucks, for this particular tour. But generally, we go out and we're very social with our fans, and we like to sign autographs and go out and hang out and all that. And it's just a bummer, but hopefully next time we will get to do that. So this is a more reflective, introspective tour where we get to make fun of each other, and but you know what? The thing is, we never tire of each other. I'm grateful that I got this band of brothers out here, because could be worse.
As you guys were getting ready to do this tour, how much more work went into it because of the pandemic and all that kind of stuff? I mean, how has it changed? How's your feeling about touring now as opposed to, maybe 2 years ago? How's it different for you guys?
Oh, it's really different. Even coming into the tour, we did a bunch of days of rehearsing, production rehearsals, in a real space, and with the whole gear, everything set up, and we've never really done that before. So that was a huge difference. And then, like Luke was saying, with the COVID protocols, it's a completely different landscape being on the road now. We have to be careful, so we can't be social and as social as we used to be. I mean, we used to have people on the bus all the time, and now it's kind of off limits. And it's just for safety reasons, not really what we want.
where were you when all this kind of went down? Were you on tour, or were you getting ready to go on tour before everything hit?
Well, right when the pandemic really started to get serious, we were in Colorado. Our last show together before it started was in Vail, Colorado. We were going to do the Luck reunion and then start a tour that was mostly sold out at the time.
We had a huge
tour set up, yeah.
We had this tour. This
yeah,
this is pretty much the tour that was scheduled last spring, and I think all of us were packed, the foot out the door, ready to go down to Luck and then carry on across the country. And we got the call saying, probably gotta play it safe. This thing is uglier than anyone thought it was going to be. So we're happy to finally get this tour in the books, because it's been rescheduled, and we're finally doing it. And I think everybody's pretty stoked.
Yeah, the one good thing that came from having that much time off was we wrote a new record, a few stars apart, that's out now, and so that we were able to have brand new material that I think has added a lot to the live show.
Okay.
And so it
also allowed us time to rest. I mean, we were beating ourselves up for a good 10 years,
right?
250 shows a year with not a lot of rest, and I don't think any of us really realized how beat up we were. I know personally, when we stopped, I just, my body just told me, like, wow, you needed this. So there were some positives out of it for us. I know it's a terrible situation, and so many people had a lot of hard go with it, but there were some positives for us.
Lukas Nelson and the Promise of the Real going to be at Hoyt Sherman this coming Wednesday. We'll have the details at the bottom of the page, guys. Wish you nothing but the best, and have a safe trip in Des Moines. Okay.
Right on. Thank you.
Nope. See you guys.
All right. Bye.